Go hello. It's there's only two of us here at the moment. We've got young Dave who's having a bit of interwebble problems, so it may be sort of in the middle of us two later on. But anyway, yes, welcome to Primetime Modelling the Stream. Yeah, so it was going to be the three Amigos and the Temple of Doom, but obviously it's now just Larry and Mo, and I don't know where the other one's gone. But anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'll just quickly shout out to Mike here, who's just right there. Hi, Mike. How you doing?
Hi, Phil. You okay, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. A little bit, yeah, a little bit hot on the old under the old collar, but yes. But I'm sure we'll make it.
Not the 9 o'clock news, is it? So it doesn't matter.
No, absolutely. Right, and so yeah, like I said, hopefully Dave is having. Well, hopefully Dave's having internet trouble. No, he's not. He is having internet troubles, but hopefully he'll be in later on. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll go into the stream first and see who's in. We've had quite a bit of a chat going on. First one in. Earlier on this evening was Chris, and he's put C. I am here sometimes, yes, and that's probably about the last we'll hear of him tonight.
Yeah.
So that was me. So it was about an hour and 5 minutes ago. About 5 to 7, I think it was. And then we've had Andy drop in and saying that Chris will be making sure that he doesn't get confused with the brandy and the spirit of presence. And then saying hi, and everyone's saying hi back. Then we have Ian. Ian's in. Welcome, Ian. And then obviously everyone's saying hi. Then Sarah Jane saying hiya. I'm melting. Yes, I think we all know that. Oh, and hang on, we have an intruder. Red alert. There's an intruder. No, it's Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hi. I don't know how long I'm going to last. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having real issues tonight.
Yeah, well, if you happen to fall out again, then we'll know why. So that's not a problem, mate. Right, I'm just going to quickly go through who's in the stream, and then we'll come to you. All right, mate?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, then Eric came in, or is in, I should say. And then we're all saying hi again, running through the chat. Sarah saying that she had a long walk to the doctor's today, not good in this weather. And also, where are we? Andy was saying that he had to do a wait in the car at the pharmacy today. Yeah, rather than stick his head in an oven. Yep, know exactly what you're feeling. And Sarah's saying, "Oh dear, having the ginger gene. The sun loves burning me up." Yeah. now looking medium rare. Well, at least it's better than being well done. Yeah, nothing worse than being crispy at the edges. And Mike, you're saying, yeah, we're British though. Moan if it's hot, if it's cold. And why can't it stay about 17 degrees? No, I wouldn't mind 19. Yeah, 19 is not too bad, But yeah, definitely. Yeah, it needs to be something a bit more civilized, doesn't it? And then Eric saying it's actually kind of nice when you walk into a room and no one notices. Incognito, yes. And then everyone's saying, "Oh, hi, Eric. We didn't see you over there." But no, to be honest with you, Eric, if we're not actually on the YouTube page, the StreamYard chat is excruciatingly slow tonight. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it anyway.
Yeah.
And I think let's see. I think that is everyone who is in the chat. Oh, and Colin's here. Evening, Colin. How you doing, mate? And Plastic Monkey. Oh, blimey! See, that's what I mean. I'm trying to do my chat from the StreamYard, and that's just going all over the place. So that I am having. Yeah. So Dave's having dropout issues. I'm having chat issues. Are you having any issues, Mike?
No. I'm issue free.
Issue 3 in the newsagents now. Right. And Paul is in. Hi, Paul. Guessing you probably haven't got your mug yet, but they did say it will take about 6 to 17 days, so we're still in the time allowance. So yeah, that's I think that is now everybody in. Right. So what I will do is, before we go on to anything else, Dave, what how you doing, mate? And what you actually got on there? Go on the go, shall we say?
Well, I'm melting. And well, I thought I'd try something different. I thought I'd try some of that. I did. I thought I'd try some of that.
I knew a girl from Morecambe like that, Dave.
Yeah. I tried some of that big boy modelling stuff and scratch build stuff. So I finished Chicken Coop Farm, and in the box, well, I've lost that now. We'll put that in the box of animals. There's more animals. There's a donkey. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try and make a stable out of wood. So I started with the roof, and I did the A-frames, and I've worked from there.
Very good.
So I thought I'd do it in like a New England style, where it's timber walled, although it's got stone at the bottom, like a course of stones and a timber on top. And the roof, I'm going to use my machine. When you go like, it's really weird. This is for making corrugated sheets out of Coca-Cola cans.
Do you know what, for a minute there, I thought you had one of them pasta things that you make pasta with?
No, it looks like that, doesn't it? But what you do is you get a bit of Coca-Cola tin, or any sort of drinks tin, feed it in, squeeze down and twist and turn it, and it creates corrugation.
Wow.
In the plate. So I'm going to do a tin roof.
Very good. Very good.
I've been working on Thursday's diorama. I can't show you that because that's 4:30, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
So that was my willow tree that I was challenged by Ted to make, and it's not going to take that long, that one. So I'm doing some of these as well, which is how to paint rock as well. I might do a bit of that as well.
Ah, very good. Very good. Right. Yeah, what we're going to do is, if Dave is still here, we're going to do just a little segment of where we're going to try and we say we're going to try and trick Alexa, or at least try and get her to sort of tell us what was going on this day and in a certain year. So if anybody wants to put a year in, then we can then ask Alexa and see if they can try and sort of figure out what it is. And I'm not sure, but I think Dave might have just dropped out on us again. No, he's still here. No, he's still here.
I just stopped moving to fool you.
You did, mate. You did. Yeah, you have. I thought, has he gone? Has he gone? Yeah. Anyway, Mike, how are you getting on with what you got on your bench?
Well, what I'm working on at the moment is this, but I'm doing it for my channel. The SARS search and rescue ship, Dave. It's a ship.
It is. It's not a boat. It's a ship.
And it comes with a boat, because a boat can go on a ship.
Good girl. He's got it.
And and the boat goes in the back there. So that's what I'm working on at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to be, while we're on the stream tonight, I'm going to be painting a few of the little bits that go in between the railings all the way around, like mini capstan type rope ties, I think they are. But yeah, again, because it's from my channel, I'm not going to give too much away, otherwise.
Yeah.
But,
well, at least you can't turn around. We can't use that old Jaws sort of thing now. We're saying we're going to need a bigger boat, because obviously it is a big enough boat to put that little ship, the ship, because to put that little boat on.
Yes.
Yes. Right. So whilst I was listening to you, Mike, intently, Paul has just asked. He's just curious, but what does the mug look like? Well, let me just since I have one
Not
to
one of them.
hand,
You've got one
Blue
of them.
Peter style. No, it's not one of them. That's
No.
not one of them either, Dave.
No, not
No, it's
Blue
one of
Mug.
these. It's one of these. Here we go. This is the prime time modeling mug. Prime time, prime time, prime time, prime time, prime time, prime time, prime time. And on the back, so you can't forget who it is, where you've seen him before, and also stickerage. So that's in there as well. And there is also a couple of little odds and sods from my work. Nothing related to this, but just something that I thought I'd just put in the box so that as a fun item, shall we say? So yeah. So nothing drastic. It's just a writing little jot pad and a couple of pens. So all right, but nothing to do with my channel, unfortunately. So, but at least they're there just as a little filler.
Phil?
Yes, mate.
I thought you worked in that place that extracted snake venom for medication.
I extract things, but it wasn't snake venom.
Oh, okay. I was just working.
No. Let's just say that I have been known to take the wee. As my daughter, who is in chat at the moment, will testify. Right. So anyway, Andy's saying he'll be back in a bit, folks. Just going to the in-laws for more steak pie. So that the in-laws can't be that far away. Very sneaky. I see. Right. Right. Well, we've had a few suggestions for how we're going to try and see if we can fool Alexa. Right. So, Dave, do you want to just try and see what happened on this day in 1954?
Alexa, what happened today in 1954?
I know about a number of events on the 11th of August 1954, including the birth of Yashpal Sharma, India.
Hey?
I think Alexa might be sort of pushing the limits of Dave's internet. Oh dear.
Yeah. Dave.
Oh dear. Yeah, we didn't get much of that at all, mate. So.
All right. No.
Even Dave sounding like Alexa now.
That's a bit like Metal Mickey, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh God. Right. Okay. Right. I think what I have to do is I'm going to have to see if I can ask Google, at least see if we can get Google to answer a question or two.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Let's get me phone in the right frame of mind, and let's put the right. Okay, Google, what happened on this day in 1954? Right. That didn't work at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. Let's try that again. Okay, Google, what happened on this day in 1954? Okay, right. Well, it didn't actually come up on a voice, but it says, okay, I've just come up with a load of internets. Yeah, related to, right. Okay. I don't think that's going to work, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, that was a dismal failure. And Dave is still not, no. Evening, Nat. Nat's in.
Hi, Nat.
Right, so hang on. How am I going to? Where's the audio? Right. Settings. Voice.
So do a song and dance while
Yeah.
fill in.
Right. Voice match. Google Assistant. Voice match. Hey Google. Right. Assist. Access your assistant with voice match. Voice match lets your assistant do it directly by using your voice. Oh dear. That's because of what this is what happened because I've got a new phone.
We're live.
Right. Okay, Google. What happened in this year of 1950? Oh, okay. No, I say okay, Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. Sounds great. Right. Okay. I'm having to teach this phone my voice. Right. Voice match is ready. Right. Okay. Right. Excellent. Right. Let's try it again, shall we? Right. Hey Google. What happened this day in 1954?
According to Britannica, on this day in 1954, lawyer Thurgood Marshall scored a landmark victory as the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously ruled in Brown v.
Did we get that?
Right.
Was that any good? No, that was useless, wasn't it? Oh dear, I don't think this is going to work well tonight, do you? Evening, Chris. Chris is back.
Oh my God.
Spruce, kick it to the curb. No, I'm not doing that because there's a new phone. I only got it the other week. give me a chance. Right. Right. Hang on. I'm going to have to change the question, aren't I? Right. Okay, Google. What happened in this year in science in 1965? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, we'll forget that. Right. Modeling sounds. Proton modeling sounds like bloody Siri. Only works when they want to. Yes. Ah, dear. I can hear it. Just don't know what it's about. Jacqueline's in. Evening, Jacqueline. How are you? Got my feet up on TV. So my mum's here and after dinner with us. Thank you for a wonderful husband. Will I be dinner? Ah, that's nice.
Hello, Jacqueline's mum.
And Eric saying, sounds like you YouTubers in this group. Well, if that's what it is, that's what it is. That's great to see everybody's coming on board. Right, so let's see. What am I going to do? How am I? See, I haven't got Alexa. No. Right. I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, aren't I? I'm going to have to Google a site and then have to. Right. So what was the other? Let's go back up. I'll pick one more because I think this is going to be no good at all. Right, September the 10th, 1974. Right, what happened? 10th September 1974. What happened on this day? Here we go. Well, we'll use this website, shall we? Right. Portugal recognises independence of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau. Right, okay. Not a lot of other interesting things. 1974 highlights. What we got? Let's have a look. September 10th. Right. September 9th, 10th. Lou Brock ties 104 and then sets 105 baseball stolen base mark. Portuguese were already done. Controversial TV drama Born Innocent premieres on NBC, and that was it really. 2 days earlier, in September the 8th, apparently Evel Knievel attempts to jump the Snake River Canyon in Idaho, but fails, escaping with minor injuries.
Notice I was mostly American based.
That is just a bit, isn't it? Yes. Right. Okay. So let's see. What was the other date? I had one more date on there. October 26th, 1975. Right. So October 26th. So you just have to bear with me, people. So, 1976.
Doesn't know what's going on. None of
Nothing's going on at the minute. October 26th. Right, we'll do that. We'll have to rehearse this at some other time. Right, October 26th. There's one thing, Cleveland Coliseum opens for NBA's Cavalier, and that's all American. Sorry if there are our fellow colonials listening in, but we won't. We'll forget that little segment. Right. So anyway, bench and belly. Yes, Chris, I know I'm doing it. Yes, I'm borrowing your theme again. Don't forget we've got our own stream theme going on. Although I don't think we've had much chance of actually putting it in there yet at the moment. But
I've done a few.
You what? Sorry.
I've done a few.
Have you? See,
well,
that just goes to prove how subtle they were then, Mike. Yeah. Right. What I will do is whoever gets it, primetime sticker. Primetime sticker. There we go. Right. So let's have a look. Yeah. So belly and bench. What we had. I've had burgers around my mother's again. It was bin night again. Oh. Public service announcement. Anyone who's got their bins to put out, put them out tonight. Put them out. So that's that. One. I charge one sticker and the use of B&B, belly and bench. Yeah, hang on a minute, Chris. Hang on. You said to me on Sunday that we'd do swapsies. One of mine for one of your war hamsters, and I think that's fair. Come on. I said to you, put your name down in a Facebook Messenger message, or on Primetime down there, Primetime Modeling at Google. Where is it? There it is. Look, coming up. Primetime Modeling at gmail.com. Right. You give me your address, and we'll do that, and I'll do the same. We can do swapsies. All right. There you go. I'll sort it sometime. Okay, mate. Right. So let's have a look. What's Shane got? I've got 2 massive books of historic events. If you give me the £40 phone Alexa contract money, I'll sit and punch in the stats. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. God dear. What a nightmare. Yeah, I thought we'd just try and do something not totally different, but just slightly different, and it just didn't work at all, did it? Really, that was a total failure. I think we're gonna need to practice something on that one. So yeah, and welcome Shane, by the way, welcome in. So what we got here? Oh, Dave Barker. What's he got? What's he put now? What's he put on here? Right. What's he put on here? Join the group. I'm in the Boom Hut. What's going on? That's because I'm in the wrong account. Oh dear. Right. So right. I think Dave's put something in on the.
Has he?
I think so.
Oh.
I think what he's. I know what he's done. He's put it in the wrong. He's put it in the Boom Hut. So hang on. I shall log into the Boom Hut, and I'll see what he's put.
Sounds like Pee Wee's Playhouse here, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Oh, and by the way, just a little sort of update. My son actually, I think it was after about the 5th attempt, passed his driving test today.
Hey.
So yeah, well done, Tom. If he's listening, right. Right. Dave's put, it'll be like watching Midnight Caller modelling madness with some plastic bits. Yeah. Do you know? I've just had an alert saying that he's put a post in, and that was 12 hours ago. Really? And there was me thinking he was trying to get hold of me vicariously through other means, but no, that's what it was. No, that was 12 hours ago. Stupid machine. Right. Never mind. I don't know. And Chris is. If I don't do it now, I'll forget again. Well done, Chris. Right, I've got you. Got your address. I know where you live now. Don't worry.
Send the boys round now.
Yeah. Right, that's it. Right, so I said belly and bench, didn't I? Yeah. Have we had any? Let's have a look. No one's been eating. That's probably because it's too hot. No one's been eating today, I reckon. That's what it is. Yeah, so obviously it's bin night. Put your bins out. Put anything else out that needs to be put out at night. Dogs, cats, whatever. Don't forget to bring them in the morning. And so what have you had for your sort of evening meal tonight then, Mike?
Carl's in. Hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl. Sorry, I was just having a quick slurp with my coffee then.
Yeah, quite you see.
And again, you just done it again. I had a second mouthful then. Right. Hit that button. Button slackers. Oh, and evening. Yes. Chris, bins are out already. Well done. Right. Spruce's belly too hot to eat. Bench of Star Wars Legion figure painting. Very nice. And that's it at the moment. So yes, I think it is a bit too hot to eat, isn't it? You know, some things. I mean, I had a couple of little birds. Only farty little things like that, you know. So because mother decided to make them whilst I was putting the bins out for her, so I couldn't say no. And so that was that. Making models is having breakfast and gaming, and Andy was having steak. Oh yeah, steak pie and chip. Is this the second lot of steak pie now you're having, and another portion of chips as well? Wow. And yeah, growing lad. Jacqueline had cottage pie with French beans from the garden. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I do like French beans. I do like them. Belly sausages with roast sweet potato and veg bench stuff from the challenge Dave gave me. Right. Okay. What is the challenge then? Seeing that Dave is not in the chat, what is it that he's actually challenged you to? And he's saying second round. Knockout in round 3, I reckon. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, if he goes for a third one, well, then he deserves to be knocked out. Nat, I want to come to yours for tea. Nom nom nom. Yeah. And what we got? Oh, Chris has had cheesy beans and sausage ready meal tonight. No bench, just YouTube. Good lad. All right. So that's that. Yeah. So I was pleased with myself last week. I actually managed to get said universal carrier almost assembled. So I'm gonna try and do a little bit more, but we shall see how things go. Jacqueline saying pudding with strawberries and fresh blackberries, also from the garden with extra thick cream. Right. I think that's yeah. I think we're just all going to sit here dribbling, aren't we?
Scott's challenge from Dave is to build something out of his comfort zone.
Right, gotcha. So what is the said out of comfort zone item or
Well,
items?
we can't say because Dave's not to know until Scott's done it. You see.
Got you.
Yeah, it's in snow and ice, not
Right.
usual desert stuff.
Gotcha. Right. So there may even be a possibility that that you wouldn't even know that if it was out of your comfort zone because it would be that good.
Well, I mean, Scott normally does all IDF and desert stuff. Then he does everything in color. He's done that fire thing that he's put up on his channel, but
yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's distantly removed to how you would actually do them sort of thing. You know, from one sort of so we say terrain to another. Well, I might be wrong, but to me, you know, snow and desert, you know, snow, you know, wasteland and desert, you know, just all right, different color and maybe slightly different texture, but the overall, I don't know. I've never tried it to be honest with you, but
slightly different weathering as well, though, isn't it?
Well, I suppose the weathering side of things. Yeah, that would be
Scott comes into it, you see, because Scott's the weathering man.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see whether, But well, good luck on that challenge anyway, Scott, and hopefully that you pull it off. That you might actually see some more of that sort of from you, as opposed to just the desert, which might be a thing, as Colin would say. It's a thing.
It's a thing with an H.
With an H. Yeah. Right. So, snow and sand would be similar, but ice is something very different. Yes. Yeah. Ice. Yeah. Ice is totally. Yes, I agree. Totally. Yes. And saying, "Are we Amiga?" Yeah. I don't think we can actually think that Dave's going to be back anytime soon. But I think the ice will be the probably the hardest bit. But once you get that conquered, I think that'll I think everything might sort of come together very nicely. I think, but then having never actually tried it myself, I'm the fine one to talk. So that might be a total nightmare for me, and an easy job for someone like Scott, or might not. Be interesting to see, young sir. Be interesting to see. Right, so why do I get the feeling I should have painted up a driver figure and put him in before I put the front on? Where's me destructions? Hang on a second. I've only built 2 of these already, and I can't remember how I've done it. Yes, me like the prize plum I am. I should have put the driver figure in first, then the front. Yes, right. Okie dokie. Well, that's no biggie, because I think because that's only get the old knife on that and soon spread that apart. Ooh, misses. Right. What else we got? Right. Everyone's Ian's back. Right. Oh, he's so Ian's back because he's had to have some dinner. So what was it? What was in your belly then, Ian? And what's on your bench? Come on, you can't stop now. You're giving out party info. And Scott is saying apparently doing an IDF tank in the winter snow on the Golan Heights is cheating. Yeah, just a bit.
Could always do it on China Beach.
Yeah. The full build will be on my YouTube. Oh, excellent. Right. So what? So right from the very beginning, you're filming this, yeah, including what any sort of shall we say not cheats, but techniques that you yourself have sort of come up with, or are you just going to go as per sort of following what other people have done on the tubes, shall we say? And what we got here, spring, yeah, numpty, yeah. Yes, I know. Yeah, well, what can you do? It's only been about 8 months. No, just under a year since I built the other two, so I'm bound to forgot a little bit. But the fact that I got the instructions there and I was following them last week, that's the real numpty bit. Yeah. So yeah, but hey ho, never mind, not to worry. Right. So what I need is one, two. I need at least 3 heads. Now we've got 4 heads. We've got 3 with bash hats on and 1 with a beret. So I think, what should we have? Should we have the driver with the beret? What do you reckon, Mike?
Yeah,
we'll have the driver with the beret. So we'll have everyone else with a bash hat on. So that's 1. Uh-oh, that's hit the floor. That one's gone.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, carpet monster. Right, that's number 2. Now I've done a TED. I've dropped it on the floor.
Oh, I thought you hit a button for a minute.
No, but I can see mine because I've craftily got a beige carpet. With grey bits of plastic on it. You can see. So just bear with me.
You're the head.
I'm just going to take my earpiece out, otherwise I'll be pulling the mic down off the table.
Will he find it?
Right. There we go. And number 3. Yes, there we go. Right. Lovely. Right. So
it's on the highway to heaven, that one.
Right. Ian is saying pasta and birthday cake. Whose birthday? Yours or the other half's? Bench exhaust jets on a Bandai X-Wing going for a metallic finish. Very nice. And saying, I have a rough idea what to do. I can see it in my head anyway. Well, so long as you can put it down into 3 dimensionals, that's the idea of it all, isn't it? So, yeah, I'll be interested to see that once it's all done and up on the tubes. And no, I've rescued it from the carpet monster, so we're all right. We're good. So, right now then. Oh, and I had to buy myself some more.
Oh,
yes. My local supplier, Hannon's, has run out. And here's my boy. Good day.
The new driver.
Yeah. Good day. Congrats. There we go. So I had to scour the interwebs, so I managed to get 2 bottles and delivery for under a tenner, which I thought was a billy bargain.
That's very good. Normally about £8 a bottle, them, aren't they?
Well, Hannon's are doing them for £3.
Oh, right.
£3 something. This guy, I actually managed to pick him up 2 bottles plus the P&P, which was about £3 something. So yeah, so it worked out. Just over 3. Yeah, just near enough the same sort of price as Hannon's, to be honest. So it weren't too bad. So happy days on that one.
What plane did you get, Sarah? What plane did you get?
Oh, something different than my usual race cars. Yeah. What did you get, Sarah?
Was it a Tomcat?
Oh yes, that was that's the giveaway, isn't it? In the e-model stream, isn't it?
Or was it a Spitfire?
Well, let's. Usually the Spitfire is the traditional first plane that you build, isn't it?
Yeah.
Traditionally.
Traditionally.
Yeah, but let's see what Sarah's put up. Andy's ping. Andy, why are you pinging frozen peas at Chris? Isn't that a waste of frozen peas?
Not if they ate Chris, it's not.
That is very true.
He
Oh, poor old Chris. He's sitting there and being totally quiet, like, and he's getting abused. Like, yeah. Oh dear, bless him. Right. So far, I've managed.
Oh, Scott said, "Oh, Dad, what? What, Scott? What? What?"
Ooh. Is that an O as in ooh, or O as in a oh?
Oh,
Or even a uh-oh?
yeah.
Still wondering what he meant by last night. Oh, right, okay. Spruce and leave me dinner alone. Pinging peas at Chris. Yes.
Oh,
Right.
is it Chris?
Yeah, I don't know. Dear, oh dear. Right. Oh yes, Andy. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, for talk about earlier on in the stream before we went live about bribing you. You're probably going to guess what I'm going to say, actually. But at least you're getting something that you apparently. I'm not saying that you desperately want, but apparently you want very badly. And that is because you say you never win a mug, right? See this one here, yeah, unused, right? It'll come shipped. I've got your address. I've got it all shipped. I'll get it all shipped out. If you do me a couple of more of your wonderful logos for my channel, so that I can use them for maybe possibly Mark II sticker and mugs as well. And you do that for me, mate, and you can have one of my mugs. All right, as a thank you for the work that you've done already and what you could be possibly doing for me in the next week or so. No rush, but if you do that for me, mate, I'll send you one of my mugs. All right, and that, I think that's fair and square, seeing as that you're not doing this for anybody for money. You're doing it out of love, but at least the first thing, at least I can give you something in return. And because it won't be my love, because I mean that'd just be wrong. But I'll show you my appreciation. put a man on the spot. Look,
Chris was saying, I had to go and see the wife. Why is there a pee on my chair?
Yeah. Good job you didn't pee on the chair. But there you go. Yeah. But there you go. So I mean, so Mark II stickers and logos and stickers. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean, that's the idea. Yeah. So I can have a few more, shall we say, options to go round. Yeah. So if you do me a couple more, mate, and I'll send you primetime mug. Yeah, can't get any fairer than that. All right, and that's a show of appreciation. All right, so I think that'll show care in the community, or care in the modelling community, I should say. Care in the community. It makes us all sound like bloody fruitcakes, doesn't it? But yeah, no, I think that'll be a way of showing my gratitude, young man. Right, so what else we got on here? Sarah saying, I'll take bribery but still won't win. Oh, bless you. Chris is saying, Gemma also politely requests a sticker too. Well, it wasn't that polite, really. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Right, and it says the pee is on the chair because the cat got loose. Oh wait, the pee. Right. Well, that's to see if you stay awake or fall asleep. Yeah. Right.
Jane, Phil.
You what? Sorry.
Just nip back up to Sarah Jane. Her first kit was a Harrier. First kit she ever built. She got it from Squash Bottle Offer years ago. Built models ever since.
Wow. Harrier.
One plane I've never done. I want to do a 132 Harrier.
Yeah.
But it's one I've never been able to find one, to be honest. I've seen 172s.
I think there's some 148s, aren't there? As well, but not sure about 132nd. But would you do the Harrier or the US version?
I want to do the British Harrier.
Yeah.
When I was out in Germany and when I was in the army, for the Queen's 25th Silver Jubilee, the RAF done 21 Harrier salute to her.
Right. Yeah.
They all hovered about 50 foot off the ground and all dipped their noses and then just took off and went. So
wow.
I've always fancied doing a Harrier. I'll get one sometime.
Yeah. Well, as much as although I mean, it's my stream and I don't give a Castlemaine Forex, but I know obviously that you guys use e-models, but have you ever looked on Hannon's website?
No.
Well,
no. I'll have a look on there.
Might be worth just having a look.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the place and it is absolutely huge. So, if they don't do it and e-models don't do it in that scale, then yeah, who knows? Plastic Monkey saying he thinks that Trumpet to do a 132nd.
Oh, if they do, that'd be brilliant. Trumpet.
There you go. Yeah.
I shall investigate. Oh, Andy.
Oh, bless your heart, mate. Bless your heart. Right. In that, are you sure? I'm not gonna say I'll do this and then you regret it later. This is a definite yes or yeah, and I will. All right. And then all Sarah's got to do is send me their name and address on the old email. That is very kind of you, young sir. See, told you you're a good lad when you want to be.
And Chris said, "Does Sarah Jane want Dave?" No, the other mug, Chris.
Poor, so he's going to get some stick tonight, and he can't defend himself either. Oh dear! Yeah, I'm surprised actually he's not in the chat. What? Yeah, his internet must be completely out.
Yeah.
Blimey! Yeah. Wow. Poor old Dave. Never mind. Oh dear! They filmed you doing it. Oh dear. Right. So yeah, I mean, if you're 100% certain, Andy. Right. So right, and we've got on here. Sarah saying still not sure if it was Airfix or not. It came in a small brown box and it had a squishy glue thing in it. Yeah. Oh, can you remember them?
Yeah.
Them old. They used to be. Were they lead? They were lead, weren't they? I'm sure they were.
Oh, I think I've got some in here, to be honest. In me box of old paints and stuff.
Because they really
on the Humbrol.
Yeah, no, I'm talking way back. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Airfix done that, but strangely enough, again, very similar. Hannon's used to This is going back, right? This is going back to Hannon's again. They used to own 2 toy shops. And if Shane's still in, actually, he'll tell you there was one in Lowestoft and there was one in the Market Row in Great Yarmouth, and that's where they used to sell toys and they used to do the models and what have you. And they had their own tubes of glue with their names wrapped around them in with sticky paper. Yeah. And I'm sure that them tubes used to be lead or lead based because they used to be really soft and you could roll them up right to the very end and get every single piece of glue out.
Yeah,
you know, and I mean, not like those which are tin, you know, but they used to be really sort of soft, you know, and sort of easily, you know, so if you're not careful, you know, they would literally unfold themselves from the back because they were that soft. If you put too much pressure on them, you know, because obviously you were squeezing the wrong part of the tube, and they'd start to leak out of the corners. So you'd have to use it from the end. Like say that was a glue, you'd have to use it from the end there, and then sort of keep using it. And then as soon as you started to get a bit of a, you know, area, you could then just sort of screw it all up. But I'm sure that used to be lead based. But anyway, so right. I'm surprised Chris could do a joke. Oh dear. And then Chris is saying, "Oh, okay, my life is a joke." Oh dear. Chris and comedy didn't think it would fit together. Oh dear. And never thought he'd have time for it. Right, and I did see. Whoop, there we go. And then now, what with that kind of kindness, I would send them both one. I'll tell you what. If I have, because to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if I have got two left. I know I've got the one because it's here, because it's sitting right there. If I have, don't worry, I'll sort it out. Don't worry. If not, then the first of the Mark IIs, when they get printed, will go to Andy. So that's not a problem. Right. And then he said, "Now you know why I don't come here often." Andy was saying never thought he'd have time for it. Right. So that's so we're spreading the love tonight. Spreading the love. And so, and Chris is saying, "I'm sure YouTube has a ruling about bullying." Yeah. Who's being bullied? If anybody, it's me. Right, and way to go. Yeah, no, that's that's not a problem, because at the end of the day, you know, I appreciate everything that everybody does, whether it be to bring me up to the 100 subscribers. Dave and Mike have helped along the way. Tony for being in most of the streams as well. Which an update with him, he's still under piles of, well, no, he's not under piles of rubble, shall I say, because that doesn't sound right. He's obviously got his building work still going on. Eventually he will poke his head through the camera once in a while, whilst he's still sort of decorating and everything. But at the moment, everything is just a total uproar, as you could probably imagine. And oh, there you go, Mike. Have you seen that?
Yeah, seen that, mate.
Yeah, there you go. Look, got one Harrier left.
I should be on there later.
There you go. Well done, Shane. And Chris even gets picked on during other streams. Tony's got piles of see. Back to the same typecast again. There we go. Right. How you fix my sticker and logo workings? Dear, oh dear. Poor Arnett. He come into a stream and he gets bombarded with requests, doesn't he? Yeah. He's going to poke his head through the camera. Poor camera. Yes. Well, yeah. He's a brave lad, is Tony at times. And Sarah saying thank you much, but you can have it. Very kind, very, very kind though. Right. Now I'm not going to have any arguments. Right. Either Sarah sends me her address through the email. If she doesn't, and by the time I get my artwork from Andy, if I don't hear nothing from Sarah, then Andy will get the mug. That's as fair as I can say. All right, but that's it. But if Sarah, if you want to take up the offer, send me your address, and I'll send you the mug. All right. So I can't get any fairer than that. And the glue thing was a rubber type bottle, about 2 centimeters long, and needed a pin to pierce it. Ooh, that doesn't sound like an Airfix kit then. No, or at least the glue doesn't anyway. So there we go.
World, isn't it?
And Andy was asking what did he want, and then Sprue was saying, well, I did hint last week, and Andy is saying his brain is collectively broken. Sprue, you may need to remind me. Yeah, well, that's why I said, there's no rush on mine, Andy, whenever you're free. And like I said, if Sarah doesn't give me her address, then I'll send the mug on to you. All right, so either way, one of you will get a mug, if not both of you. All right, so happy days, and thank you. Right, so what was I doing? Yes, I was attaching heads to bodies, weren't I? Yes, I was doing a bit of Frankenstein. Now, do they need? Yes, they do. They need a little bit of TLC on the old Flash side of things. So I'm just going to put my keyboard down, so I won't be typing, but I will still be looking at that. Chris is saying it was naked dancing girls in space with unicorns in the background. Do you know what? I can't. No, I quite like that idea actually, but I don't know if you'd actually get away with that on YouTube. Yeah, and he was making heads roll before painting them. Yes, I was. Yeah, all on the carpet. Yeah, but yeah. So I think that would be a great logo, but I don't know if that would actually be allowed on YouTube, especially on the family side. I think on the premium channel it might be. But then again, I think the premium's only just ad free, isn't it? So, but there we go. Chris, we don't want to know about your brandy fueled dreams. Why is it whenever I want to do things, you get these bloody security things, that's doing a smart scan. Yeah, all right. Why do you have to do it now? Just wait. I can wait until later tonight. Thank you. Right. Chris has had too many spirits. Didn't figure him as a churchman. Right. Some model kits in the 60s had glue in the box. My second kit was the Airfix Starfighter, which had it as well. I remember the Starfighter kit. I think I had one of those. God, right. So I'm very curious now, Sarah, as to you saying that you've done them ever since since the Harrier, and I mean, I'm not going to be snouty or anything. I want to know how old you are, but how many years have you actually been doing modelling? I mean, I've been doing it since my early teens, I would say. So since I was about sort of 12, 13. So that's for 40 odd years. My God. Yes, for 40 odd years. And the old warehouse was 2 streets away from my house. Yes, I remember doing that. It was the original Zanetta Pram Hoods factory, and then moved to Alton Broad. Yes, I remember working in there. Not working in there, but going in there in the old Hannants. That was a rickety old place, but yeah. And then happened to go there. Took my mother and father out for a day trip, and we stopped in Lowestoft, and I said, right, I want to just nip to Hannants. Went down there, and that totally disappeared. And I thought, no. And then there was a note up on the door saying about being in Alton Broad, so I rushed over there, and there he was, in all his new brand spanking new unit. So yeah, I remember that very well. And he's saying, "No, look at last week's stream and see what you asked for." Apologies. So my dad was ex-RAF since 1969. Right, okay. So, and 145 years ago he started. Who started? Oh, are we talking about Hannants? Maybe, possibly, because that would sound about right, actually. But yeah, that's weird, actually. I totally forgot about the old place until you just mentioned it, Shane. But yeah, I remember going in there several times. And that was a rickety old. Don't think health and safety would have liked it now, but there we go. And Spruce and model making May. I only entered at you doing the logo. No ideas were given. Right. Okay. So it sounds like there could be a few more ideas floating through the interwebs tonight. Oh, 145 years ago you started modelling. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that feels like it. Yeah. Yeah, 40. Christ, yeah, 40 odd years. Yeah, one more. How old am I now? 55, and I done it when I was 12. Yeah, so 40. Yeah, just over 40 odd years. Yeah, right. Thank you, Avast. Thank you. Yes, you've done the scan. Now you can bugger off. Thank you. Right. So yeah, I mean, I've had some small hiatus, basically like when the kids were born, and sort of normal life got in the way for a little while. But no, I mean, as with most people, you know, you sort of do tend to leave it a little while, and then you come back to it. But I never really left it, and don't think I ever will. Actually, I think that that's something that'll. I think everyone will probably agree. I think it's once you get into it, I think it stays with you for the rest of your life. So there we go. Shane was saying it was an old 2-story block corrugated iron building. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was set back off the street. Was it Trafalgar Street, if memory serves me correctly? Trafalgar Street or Trafalgar Road? Set back off of there. Yeah. So yeah, that was that. So yeah. What else has everybody else been up to then, apart from the fact that it's too hot to sort of really do anything, too hot to eat, too hot to do practically anything really. It's been really sort of hot and humid here last couple of days, because we're on the, a shame I know, we're on the coast, so we get a little bit of a respite, but it's been sort of mostly late in the evening, but then sort of come early morning, sort of probably about sort of 2-3 o'clock, the temperature starts to creep up again because of the wind dies down. You know, whatever breeze is coming off the sea has sort of died off, and I've had some really bad sort of sleep patterns over the last 5 or 6 days. I think I probably only managed to sort of catch maybe about a couple of hours here and there, and sort of end up getting up in the sort of 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and end up sort of dozing on the sofa, and then getting woke up by the alarms, and then go to work. But that's been a very sort of awkward sort of time to try and actually get any sort of decent sleep. So, but what about you, Mike? You had the same sort of trouble, or are you sort of pretty?
I gave up modelling when the kids were born. I used to do it on my lap on a tray to start off, and then just gave it up because as they got older, they went to university, and all my money seemed to go that way. So, yeah, and then got back into it about 5-6 years ago, I suppose. Bit by bit.
Yeah. I mean, I say, it's there's always been to some sort of a degree, that that's always been sort of with me. Well, it makes it sound like like it's a long lost sort of imaginary friend, that you sort of put in a cupboard, and then he's there, but you want him to come out. But no, even when I was married and the kids were young. I think I mentioned this before. I did actually do a couple of the 124th Airfix, the Hurricane and the Spitfire.
Yeah.
For the boy, and I've still got what's left of the Hurricane in the spare room. But the Spitfire didn't survive so well. So, but I keep meaning to get a couple of spares for her. I think one of the access panels on the wings is missing, and the actual pilot's door. That's missing as well, because I never actually glued them on, because obviously, at the time they were being hung up on the ceiling. They didn't need to be glued, but obviously boys will be boys, and they ended up being trashed on the floor, and I managed to glue most of it back together, but some parts went MIA, and the Spitfire, that was totally trashed. So that never got rescued. That just got put straight in the bin.
Yeah,
that one. But yeah, I keep meaning to see if Airfix will. I mean, I can't see no reason why they wouldn't. They'll probably say, yeah, we'll charge you postage. But I keep looking at it, and I just sort of forget about it. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to just get them a few little bits to sort of maybe repaint the whole thing, and yeah, but we'll see. Because I think if memory serves me correctly, I actually even got some little miniature screws that I had from one of my Tamiya. I think it was either the Ferrari or the Williams, 1/12 scale big kits. Yeah. And there was a load of screws left over, and I actually done it so that I had metal brackets. I think they were actually from a Coke can. I made some metal brackets on the inside of the framework, and drilled the holes where they should be, and then used screws to attach it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So yeah, that was something I was back into that. I was doing it just for the boy, but yeah. So that would be interesting to see whether they still work or not. So, and that's something I wanted to ask people in the chat. Anyone actually sort of gone and bought a kit and modified, not kit bashed, but modified it? Like maybe say, I don't know, made up their own, say, tropical Hurricane from a normal Hurricane, or like I used to do with my racing cars, like my Benetton that I've just finished. I'd done the following year's version with the raised side pods and stuff like that. Has anyone ever tried that? Because I know that it's a bit of a, so I say, black art, shall we say? Whether you can do conversions as opposed to kit bashing, which is a totally different thing. Personally, I think it is anyway.
I know Colin over at Festa 67. He, with his London bus, he totally sort of transformed it. He had the driver's door that was fixed that he cut open and made it a sliding door on the driver's side. And his Concorde, he done the not the 144th, it was 172 Concorde, and the front landing gear was too far back when he looked at the pictures of it. So he hacked the front off and moved all the landing gear forward, right, and filled it in. And you would have noticed. I mean, it's on his build, it's on his channel. Yeah, I'll have to visit that. Yeah, because that's the sort of thing. And Sarah James, now this is a woman after my own heart. I converted the Lotus 107B to the 107C. Now, is that the? Let me think. That is the Lotus. That was the Lotus Ford, and you changed it to the Lotus Honda, maybe, of the Johnny Herbert stroke Mika Hakkinen. Might be wrong. If I am, I'm a dancing fool. But yeah,
yeah, it's just things, things that I've done like that in the past. I've converted Spitfire. I think it was a Mark 1 Spit. I put chopped the wings that made it look like a 5. I've done sort of usual things. I've done got a Ferrari 308 GTB and hacked the roof and put chopped the roof off, so it made it into a GTS, and put a front radiator panel in on the bonnet, which then made it into a 328. And actually, just thinking on, do I just you guys sort of just talk to yourselves a minute? Hang on, I'll just watch, because going on about these conversions, I just want to see what the opinion is of you guys, which might be one of my next projects. So hang on a sec. Talk amongst yourselves.
2 sugars, Phil. You won't hear it because he hasn't got his earphones in. Nice paints, but I hate the lids on these Aquas. Right. Sorry, back again. Yes, it's my birthday. Feel free to send all the merch. Happy birthday, Ian.
Right. I hope you didn't miss me too much.
Now, it's Ian's birthday today. That's
right.
Birthday cake.
Ooh, sounds nice. Right. Now, this is something I've rescued again from my mums. They've still got bits here, there, and everywhere, but these are the last bits that never sort of came over from the move. But I've got Toyota MR2 that is totally. Hang on, I'm just going to steal the screen for a second, Mike.
Yeah.
Right. Got what make is this? This is a Fujimi Toyota MR2. Never really finished it. Not a very good paint job. It was actually sprayed with an aerosol, but you can see there's a lot of debris in that. That was these are get really old, but this was an old motorized Formula One that I converted into a Williams. But this is the one that I was talking about. This is a monogram Ferrari 308, and I converted it to because you know what this car is going to represent. Yeah, it's a good old Thomas Magnum, isn't it? But as you can see, my skills back in the day, I mean, this is one of my first ones. I mean, this is horrendous, glue marks everywhere. So this is a kit that I would like. Oh, and that's also, yeah. This is a kit that I'd like to resurrect. Now, would guys be interested in seeing me do a build video of a resurrection of said kit? To make it, strip it, get the paint off it, get the chrome off it, get this nasty window out of here, replace it, do the louvers here, do them better. You put proper louvers in if I can, and make it into a half decent model. Would people be interested in seeing that as a next build? All right, so. But yeah, that sort of tickled my fancy when I saw that the other day. I brought it back from my mother's. I thought, my God, that's showing how old I am when I was actually started doing the kits. So there you go. So yeah, let us know what you think. But at least it's red, Mike.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it was just a monogram kit. But yeah, it's got on there MM1. So what's that? 1991 Roman numerals MM1.
I
think so.
2000. not 2001.
No, it can't be. Or is that copyright? Is that Monogram? Could be Monogram, MMI, Monogram Models International. But yeah, here we go. Starting here, I'd be interested. Would it include photo etch too? Only if I could get some. I don't even know if there is any. I'll have to search around. But yeah, this is. Oh, you know, I'm just going to start trying to strip this apart now. I shouldn't be doing this because this will just. I know this is just going to end in tears. Oh, maybe not. Yes, it has. Yeah, the bodywork's come away from the chassis, which is always good. But and Spruce saying paint it blue. No, if I'm going to do it, it's got to be a red. It's got to be the Magnum Ferrari, what I originally painted it. That's what I wanted it to be, and that's what it will be. Not just because it's red, but because it's a Magnum Ferrari. What we got here? Yeah, Monogram Models Incorporated. There we go. Yeah, copyright. It doesn't say what year though, but yeah, that's where it is. If I can get it into focus.
Made in the USA. Yeah.
There you go. So, yeah. Right. God, look at the state of that. Right, I'm putting that aside. Right. So yeah. If get some pictures first and after. Yes, I will, Chris. Yes, I think that's going to be. Yeah, because I've been waiting to figuring out what to do as for my next build because I've not actually build video because I've not actually done anything since the Sherman apart from just doing the streams and obviously whatever little bits and bobs I'm doing on stream. So yeah, happy days then. I think that's what I will do. I shall get once I get started on that. That'll be my next video build. So thank you for that, guys. Listen, we all come out with ideas. Well, I came out with the ideas, and you came out with the confirmations. So yeah. And Sarah saying, yeah, Lotus Ford to a Honda. Yeah, needed rear bodywork and rear wing modifying. Very nice. Have you got? Well, I'm saying have you got pictures because you don't do Facebook, but I'd be interested to see some pictures of that. See how that turned out. If you've still got it, of course. And everybody is saying happy birthday to Ian. Yes, happy birthday. And what's Ian is saying? He'd have to get a scaled model of Tom Selleck behind the wheel. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to paint an Hawaiian shirt though. Yes, I think I might get Mr. Rob, who's my work colleague. He does Warhammer, and he's got some very, very, very good painting on there of his figures, and his work is yes. Very good. So he could probably sit there with a 1/24 driver and actually paint an Hawaiian shirt. I think you'd do well. Sarah, I got your email. Thank you, darling. I got your address, so that's fine. I shall get that all sorted out. Right. So what else? Oh wow! Sarah sent me a picture on there as well. Very, very nice. I like that. Very nice. That I take it that is the Tamiya Tyrrell, Jackie Stewart Tyrrell Ford 08, I think. 08. Memory serves me correctly, but very nice. Very nice. I like that. That's very good. Yeah. I'll send pictures via email. Yeah, thank you, Don. Yeah, very nice. So yeah. Oh no, so the Ebro one. Ah, right, gotcha. Yes. Yeah, that's some real nice detail in that. Yeah, really like that. Yeah, well done. I sort of toyed with the idea of getting the some they call it BMAX, the Brabham BT52, which is the sort of like the arrow-headed Brabham Formula One. But I don't know. Sort of didn't really sort of come to fruition. I think I might live to regret it, but then again, I can always probably pick one up later. And what we got here? Ian Thompson, what's this? Plus 1 year, plus 100 extra points, 1 extra life, and plus 25 cake. What's that for the scaled down Magnum? Yeah. And Sarah was saying that was, it's a 1972 Tyrrell. Right. Okay. Lovely. Very nice. Right. So, where were we? Right. I don't think there was anything else in the. Yeah, don't start singing as I'll get demonetized. Yeah, well, demonetized. Yeah, that'll be great. Right. So, what I was going to do was I was going to see about getting my figures sorted out, ready for some paint. But I still notice I got some seams that need removing. Right. So, what else is anybody else got on their benches? What's that new at prime time? His birthday.
Yeah, it's Ian's birthday. That's what we were referring to.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I did say happy birthday, Ian, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else, who else apart from Sarah, who's just finished a 1972 Tyrrell? What else is did I ask this? Anyone else got what else is on their bench? I know we did belly and bench, but what else is our chat community got going on their benches? Whether it be a model, whether it be, well, anything really. Because at the end of the day, all crafts are an art to each and one. Sarah saying, cake, pass it round. Yeah. We ain't seen any more of Dave.
No.
No, I haven't. Well, I haven't heard anything from him. Have you, Mike?
No messages.
No. Oh, he must be well and truly incommunicado then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear.
It's probably hit it with a hammer and
made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bless him. Never mind. Oh well. These things happen at sea.
I've got to say, I'm on Virgin and don't want to speak too soon, but they're generally pretty good. I've had a couple of issues with them, but
yeah. Now, well, I'm with Sky and Touch wood. Where am I? There's a pencil around here somewhere. I'll touch the table. That's wood. Yeah. I've not had any major issues with them. I've had a couple of outages years ago, but that wasn't actually due to them. It was more to do with BT because they do the exchanges.
Yeah, they put the line in.
Yeah, but yeah, I can honestly say that I've not had any sort of major issues with them. So yeah, I mean, Eric saying what? Who said glue? Who said cake? See, even Sprue was saying I'm waiting for me cake, and Jacqueline's put cakes up. There you go. Dive in, everyone. Have a bit of cake. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's just you pay for what you get. You know, I mean, some of these companies do really good deals, but at the end of the day, they all come down the same line. You know, so it's who you know and what you're happy with, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shane is saying painting 5 World War II soldiers, 4 ICM and 1 Tamiya. Lovely. Sarah saying we need cake except Andy, who has 2 helpings. Yeah, he's had 2 helpings of steak pie. Yeah, don't think he's got any room for cake anyway. And I'm off taking Mum home. Back in a moment. All right, Jacqueline. Yeah, take care. Don't rush back on our behalf. Take it easy. Okay. So yeah, my stream is still. Blimey. That's right. I've just gone back onto YouTube just to see if the chat was any quicker there. And Sarah's just talking about converting the Lotus.
Good God.
Oh dear, I don't know what's worse. Oh dear. Right, Plastic Monkey, 1/350 scale HMS Hood, and everyone's saying night to Jackie. Yeah, very nice. Is that going to be just it on a display stand, or is it going to be in a water diorama, shall we say? Because that is something else I thought about sort of trying, is maybe either a ship or a submarine, in water, but using resin. Never used resin before, so it'd be interested to see people's opinions.
Yeah, it's good. Resin's good.
I know because we've probably seen the pictures now, but my daughter done flowers in resin.
Yeah,
that's with that same sort of resin. But just be interested to find out how people got on if they done submarines that are submerged. How they get them in there without actually having it, shall we say, showing all the supports. I mean, I've seen one video where a guy used fishing line, or was it fishing line, or was it fiber optic? Something that was clear, but if you're not careful, if you get the resin, because I think he actually tinted the resin to make it blue, it then shew up the lines, because obviously the lines weren't blue.
Right, got you.
But then he done another version of it. I can't, and for the life of me, I watched it. It was a few months ago now, but I can't remember how he done it, and I've got to go and try and refine or revisit that video. But
Yeah.
But he done exactly the same thing again, but you couldn't see, the supports at all this time. So I don't know how he done it. Be interesting to find out. But
Be careful pouring it because of bubbles.
Yeah, that's it.
You can pop it easy enough with a creme brulee thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Little blowtorch or whatever. Yeah. Spruce saying, just remember to change his chat to live. Oceans of the world. Yes. I don't know if that was that or not. I really can't remember now. I know the second one had a few more, should we say, sea mines that they were sort of floating, but I don't know whether he used them as the support, because they didn't look like they were that close to the sub, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So I can't. I really am. I'm gonna have to find that video and watch it again, because that might be something that I'll be interested to sort of try. But that again, I mean, if you're tinting and because I know some people, they do like half and half, don't they? They do one half with it supported, so then sets, and then they put the other half on top.
That's it.
But you've got to get the color ratio exact, otherwise it'll just look way off.
Yeah, it looked like got a join.
Yeah, and that's something I think if you've done such a good job on painting a model to make it look real, I think I'd be scared to actually mess it up, because that would be all that work that you just cannot undo.
Yeah,
because once that resin's in there and that is actually solid, that's it. You might as well just chuck it in the bin.
Yeah,
because that'll just be no good whatsoever. I'll have to find it. I'll have to find it again.
It's an expensive thing as well, pouring resin.
It is, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I haven't decided yet. It takes up a lot of room. Yeah, 350 it would do. Yeah, but I mean, it'd be interesting to find out whether you do it as a traditional, shall we say, display model, or whether you actually, do contemplate putting it in
Yeah.
in a scene. Shall we say Well, you can't say a watery diorama because it's not just it's just a sea base, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what you decide there.
Mm.
But yeah. And Andy's calling Sprue a spoon. Sprue is saying, "No, I'm a tool." So, oh dear, never mind. Right, I'm going to have a quick slurp of some that's that's starting to get a bit muggy in here tonight. Now I think the wind has dropped. What little breeze was coming through has stopped now.
Yeah, we had a bit of thunder here before.
Mm-hmm.
So don't know if we're in for some downpours. It's definitely gone cooler.
Yeah, that's the one thing we haven't had here yet. It'd be nice if we did, because that would clear the air a considerable bit. It would. We've got a question. Stand by your beds. Does everybody generally work on more than one model at a time, or finish a model before moving on to the next? I've been guilty of doing both.
Yeah, and me.
Yeah. More so when I used to do my Formula Ones, when I used to have what I used to call my teammate collection. I used to have two on the go, exactly the same model, and doing them exactly at the same time. So it was just like literally working in a race shop and building two cars. But I've also been guilty of starting one kit and then deciding to start another one before I finished said other kit, which I don't know about you, Mike, but I think that is actually a handy thing, especially when you're doing YouTube videos, because if you can get a start on another one, although I think I've only ever done it once, but if you can actually get a start on another one whilst you're finishing off the other build, you can then catch up on getting ahead of actually doing videos, so that it makes shall we say your editing and posting a lot easier, or a lot less stressful, I think.
Yeah.
I've
got a few on the go. I've got the 148 sub, the one that Ted done.
Yeah.
And I just went on it. From when I got it, I just started it and I just chugged away. I got up to 4 compartments and my mojo just went totally.
Yeah.
Because I was just going at it. So I thought, blow it, put it to the side, start another kit. And then I got sucked into Warhammer.
Right.
And I just had loads on the go with Warhammer. But now I've pushed Warhammer to the side now, and I've gone back to conventional kits, with i.e. the SARS, and just going to get on with them.
Yeah. 2 years working on the 172nd Dora. Yeah, well, I don't think you'll have any room for anything else, would you?
Is that a fact?
Wow. Yes, I don't think you'd have any room for anything else anyway.
Good God.
That's huge. And Andy was saying, come back. I tend to finish one and then start another. That means I'm focused on what I get. I won't get sidetracked when I go squirrel. Yes. But no, I think everyone's different, the way they approach their way of building. But I mean, I think Sarah wins it, where she preps all her bikes and car bodies in the summer and then builds them one at a time in the winter.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. I think you got probably the best scenario out of that lot, because then you can pick and choose what you want to do, and you haven't got to worry about the paint being sort of one of the most sort of important things that has actually been done, cured, and a lot more shall we say robust.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what's known as forward planning. But yeah, I think we're all been guilty of doing one thing or another, or if not both. So yeah, that's nothing unusual. I don't think, not in the model building fraternity, shall we say?
Well, I placed an order yesterday with e-models. Totally out of my comfort zone. Something I've never done before, and it's a railway engine.
All right.
But it's a World War II one, German.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, right, I'll get that. So that arrives tomorrow. So,
are you being inspired by Von Ryan's Express, or?
I could be, but I was in a hangout last night with Scott, and Scott being Scott, he said, "Oh, look at all these other 172 accessories you can get for it." And it's that many. So I've also ordered a 172 carriage mounted howitzer, or a German gun anyway.
Yeah.
To go behind the train. So I'm going to do it into a bit of a dio as well, I think, because it's only 172. So
now, yeah. Have you seen the movie Red Tails?
No.
It's a recent, so probably about 5, 6, maybe 6 or 7 years old. A George Lucas film about the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah.
And how they started, obviously being sort of given out down all the hand-me-downs. And at the beginning, one of the first scenes was shooting at a German train with a gun with old P-40 Kitty Hawks.
All right.
Yeah, and that sort of just sprung to my mind when you said about that. And Sprue was saying, yeah, awesome film, Red Tails. There we go.
P-40 Kitty Hawk, you say?
Yeah.
P-40.
Or Warhawk, as they like to call it, or whatever, But yeah, they were attacking before it went into a tunnel.
All right. I might have a look at that, because that would be quite handy.
References, yeah. Yeah. Scott is saying that you give him ideas as well, Mike. So you're just as bad as one another, apparently.
That's the beauty of hangouts, you see. You bounce off each other, and
that's it.
And you cost each other money.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still on the lookout for the next sort of proper model project, should I say? Yeah, I mean, it's all right doing these resurrections, but I want to build. I've been driving. Well, I wouldn't say I've been driving them crazy at work, but I've been sort of moaning at them at work, saying I've not had that wet kipper moment. When you sort of look on somewhere and you see that and I go whack right in your face, and you think, wow, yes, I've got to do that. I've got to get that now. Yeah. I've not had that since the Sherman. And I've been doing, obviously, resurrection build, done the Benetton, and I've now sort of, well, say snookered myself, but I'm going to be doing obviously doing the Ferrari, but the resurrection of that. But I've not actually seen something that I just want to just turn around and say, right, that I want to do. That's why I was talking earlier on about the submarine. If I think I could do it, I'd do it. Yeah. But it's still not a kipper in the face moment. It's not it's not something that's just going to grab hold of me and, not let go until I've done it. Right. And that's something that I haven't, let's say, in fact, I probably would say that not even since before the Sherman, because the Sherman was something I wanted to do because I hadn't done a tank for a long while, but it's still not a, wow, jeepers, that's I've got to do that. I've got to, no matter what, I've got to do it, sort of thing. So I don't know. It's just weird, that's just something that's not just sort of jumping out at me at the moment. But maybe something will eventually. But it's just very bizarre that it's not not happening.
Mm.
Right. Shane is off saying he's now got to go and help Glyn's. Thank you for the great stream. Yeah. Night, Shane. Take care, mate. Hopefully see you next week. What we got here? Scott is saying I'm going to be doing a series of paper Panzer 1946 builds on my YouTube. Got an idea for a rail yard outside of Berlin in 46. Wow.
I didn't know what a paper Panzer was.
What is a paper Panzer?
It's a tank that was drawn up on paper but never put into production.
Ah, gotcha. Yes, I know what you mean. Yes, like the one that Chris has got, the mouse. Was it the mouse? Yeah.
Yeah, it is the mouse, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a company that sell paper Panzers kits. So that's where Scott's got the idea from now, and he's going to be doing that for his build with his weathering and as Scott does.
Ian is saying, how about a pit diorama including pit crew? Well, I'd done a resurrection of one of my Tamiya Williams Hondas, and I put that in a pit scenario. If you go on to some of my videos, you'll actually see that, Ian. But good idea, yeah. I might visit doing another F1, but at the moment, like I said, I don't know whether if I want to do another clean or a dirty build. So I know the Ferrari will be a clean build, but I don't actually class that as a build. It's as a resurrection. You know what I mean? It's already been done, so I'm just sort of going to take it apart carefully and resurrect it. So to me, that's not actually building right from the beginning again, if you know what I mean. So, but yeah, if I actually do another F1 car, I probably will have done it as a diorama pit scene. And Sprue's got a serious question: how do I get a live stream? Well, all you need is StreamYards. A good enough. I use a laptop. A good enough camera. Mic doesn't have to be overly important, just as long as you got something that will pick up your voice pretty well. And just literally log in, make your account with StreamYards. You don't have to pay for the basics, which is what I'm using, and just follow the instructions, and it'll do it all for you. And you can also use it for live streaming on Facebook. Although Facebook has got their own software, but you can do that as well. And I think, am I right, Mike, in saying that there was supposed to be multiple destinations that you can actually stream to?
Yeah, you can stream up to 3 on basic, on free.
Yeah, so yeah, if you've got a powerful enough internet and a PC, then you could do 3 channels. So yeah.
What you do, you register with them, and they send you a code. And that's your unique code then for StreamYard. You only ever enter it once.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't. I keep getting a new one every time.
Do you?
Yeah, because I have to, when I log in, that says you give me the email address, so I do, and then I have to wait for them to send me a new code. Is it because you pay for yours, Mike?
Right. Yeah, perhaps so. I'm on the paid version, but
yeah. See, I'm on the freebie, but then again, you say it doesn't matter. All I got to do is just wait 30 seconds, and I got the code. So, but there we go. Yeah. So Sprue is saying, yeah, he would like to do it on, yeah, just exactly the way I'm doing it now. This is how I'm doing my live stream. And if you want to make videos, if you got a half decent camera that'll come with the software, record them, edit them using I use Windows Movie Maker, and then put them on your channel as well. So there you go. I mean, I'm sure there's more than enough people in here that are willing to give out advice or show you what to do. But yeah, I mean, it's not It's not rocket science, is it, Mike?
No, I've always he's PM'd me his address on Messenger. So if at any time you want me to take you through it, David, I'll willingly do a screen share and talk you through what to do.
There you go. And so, because Mike's got the paid version, he's probably got a few more little bells and whistles that might you might want to like rather than my basic version, which to me is perfectly fine for what I do because I only literally do one stream a week.
Yeah.
I might do the occasional Facebook, but then I use their software because it's just as good enough for what I want to do because it's just literally just having the camera like where it is and just me just modeling, and if anyone wants to come in and chat they can, but it's very rare that I actually go on Facebook at the moment, for the live stream anyway.
Just PM me, David, if you want, and I'll set up a hangout sometime and I'll go through it with you whenever you're free.
There you go. See, there's always help there when all you got to do is ask. There's plenty of people that are willing to help out. So so happy days. If you do have the equipment and you want to get a sort of feel of how things work, live. We can always because with the basic, I am right in saying that is up to 10 people, isn't it, on the free version?
On the basic,
providing that my laptop will take it. We can always have one night. We can have try and invite in as many people as we can.
Yeah, just have an open night or something.
Yeah, have an open night and so have a go like that and see if you think that's something that you'd want to do. Whether you want to have your face on camera or whether you just want to have your hands. Me, I'm just my hands man. As my works colleagues say, we always wait for your jazz hands to come out. So, which is what these are. But it's not like I'm an ugly looking git. It's just that I just don't feel, not confident. It's just I don't feel like I like to sort of put my mush. Because to be honest with you, I've always been even family photographs, unless I'm actually in a group photograph being took by someone else. I was the one that was always taking the photographs.
Yeah.
So I've got very few photographs of me, but unless they were done at sort of like christenings or weddings and stuff like that, So because I've always been behind the camera, I find that I'm sort of more comfortable that way. But it's not because I'm an ugly sauncer, because not blowing my own trumpet, but I do all right.
Yeah,
he says. But as they say, they say, you season well as you get older.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. But I'm definitely a silver fox now. So, but yeah, it's not my idea of being, sort of in front of the camera. Anderson Davis saying he's a hands cam man himself. Yeah, so that's just how everyone is different,
He was night with Lewis, I think. Weren't you in the stream with Lewis the other night, David? I thought on Saturday night, was it? Did he not go in? I thought he was.
I got an invite from Nat, but I had company. First time I'd had company for months, and but I did manage to sort of catch the last 10 minutes, and I think was it Eric?
Oh yeah, Eric was in Monday.
Yeah, I think it was it. Yeah, Eric was in. But yeah, I got an invite as well, but unfortunately I couldn't do it because of I had company.
Yeah, Eric said in the chat there, if Scaly Models knows how to do it, anyone would be able to do it. Thanks, Eric. I'll have you know, when I was in my working days, I was quite a technical person, I was in the electronics field, Eric.
Yes, there you go. Ian is saying that like a fine wine just gets better with age. Yes.
Yeah. Wiser is the word, I think.
Just as long as you don't leave the cap off the bottle, you're all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But no, I mean, there's plenty of people that are willing, to sort of give out advice and help. So yeah, and if it helps, if you want to do, sort of help, sort of just jump in a live stream. I mean, it doesn't have to be all night. Just to sort of just say hi, see how it all feels, and if you think, I quite enjoyed that, then obviously then you can get the wherewithal, know how things work, and then you can just go from there.
I mean, quite often I'll throw up an open hangout on the co-op. Quite often, me, Dave, and Scott will be in a hangout, and I just say, "Oh, should we throw it open, see if anyone wants to come in?" And we've had Candygram for Mongo's been in, and Lewis, and quite nice. You get to. He came in with no name on the screen, Candygram for Mongo or Jeff, and I didn't have a Scooby who he was because I'd never seen him before.
Right.
And I said, "Right, you're in, but I don't exactly know who you are." He said, "Well, that's up to you to guess." We did get it eventually.
Yeah.
A nice bloke, and it's nice to talk to people live rather than in the chat.
Yeah, because you get to know, even if it's just a voice, you get to know a bit more of the personality.
Voice and hands is okay. I mean, on the Saturday night crash, they all start face to camera, and then as they get down to do the kits, they go to the bench cams and that. And when I've done the modcast with the boomer, we all start sort of face to camera, and then do the same thing. Go to bench cams if we're working, or if we're just chatting and having a lark, then
that's right.
Yeah,
I mean that's another thing. I mean I tend not to, to do face cameras because I'm in my kitchen for a start. So I mean, it's not exactly the best ideal situation. But and not only that, I've only got this Logitech up here, which it's on a boom. I mean, I can move it about. Don't get me wrong, but it's it's not it's not what they class as a perfect face cam. I've got a Microsoft camera that I can hook up as well, but that's I think that's only it's not a what's the Logitech is a 1080. I don't know if that one is actually a 780 or if that's only a 560. So it's not older.
Have you got the C920? Have you the Logitech?
Is it a C920 or was it a C900? I can't remember now. Hang on a second. Let's have a look. See if it'll tell me on C920.
Yeah.
So
that's the 1080p one. Yeah. That's what I use. Yeah. I use the 1080 for the face cam, and then this one is it's a 1080, but it's a totally different make because none of the YouTube and StreamYard and that will like two Logitech cameras on the same run.
All right.
So they won't support it, but I believe they do now. I believe they come round to it that you can have two Logitechs running, but I just stuck with this one. It's a cheapo, this one. So high definition, but
yeah. Well, I thought about getting myself another Logitech so I could use the software, and actually just go directly using that software into YouTube and doing a live stream, but then it doesn't help when I want to record because I record through Logitech.
Yeah.
But because obviously I haven't got two Logitech cameras, I tried to sort of see if I could get my Windows or my Microsoft camera to go. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Doesn't want to know. It won't accept anything except Logitech cameras. And I think, well, that's a bit selfish. So then I tried OBS.
Yeah.
Which is fine if you want to do streaming, but for recording, I can't get on with it. I can't get on with it for recording. For some reason, the quality isn't as good recorded as it is live.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how, but it's not. I've changed all no ender settings. So I just chucked the wire to the side, and I just use the one camera now for when I'm doing my videos.
So you do your videos off your Logitech camera then, do you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I use that. Yeah, because I mean, I thought about because now that I've obviously got a new phone,
Yeah.
I've got the old Samsung S5.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought about maybe trying to sort of use that, the camera on that. That's I think there's an 8 meg camera on that'll do 1080. But then I had issues with this where stuff that I was taking pictures I was taking and stuff I wanted to recall was getting lost.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, is that going to do exactly the same thing now that I've cleared it? Most of the stuff off it. Is it still going to do that again? So I've sort of binned that idea for now. But because I know some people they use the iPhones.
Yeah, I do. That's what I use. I use an iPhone 6 because whenever I upgrade my phone, my grandson has my old one.
Right.
And then I get back the one that I gave him previously. So
yeah.
So I'm down to the iPhone 6 I'm using now for doing me videos, but I use a lavalier mic.
Right. Yeah.
I don't use the mic on the phone. I tried it. I done a test the other day to see what the mic on the phone's like, because I find the Logitech camera, the microphones on them are very bassy.
Yeah.
And but with a lavalier mic and I point it downwards, I find that's much better.
Yeah.
Just clip it on my t-shirt and point the mic down.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've got a boom mic. I mean, I don't know if you actually saw the photos I put in the co-op and whatever, but of the chair I got.
Yeah.
Well, that's in the background was my obviously my work setup, and obviously the camera and the boom mic are on there as well. Which I think the sound quality on this is great.
Yeah.
I should really by rights put the the foam head on it, but I think it does muffle it a little bit, which I know it's supposed to take out some of the hiss, but I think it actually makes it even worse.
Yeah, it makes it bassy again, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So I don't tend to use that.
Got the blue bowl. I for streams and stuff like this, I use the blue bowl. Or the blue snowball, I think they call it, don't they?
That's right, yeah.
It's what I use for streaming and stuff, but when I'm recording, I use a lavalier.
Well, I use this boom mic, but I have done. When was it? I think actually at the beginning of the Williams build, where I show me actually stripping paint. I actually used the Samsung to record it.
Yeah.
And the sound quality on that is great. The mic on this is brilliant. I mean, you can certainly tell the difference. That was more of a natural. So yeah, that was not a bad mic. But like I say, I'm a bit sort of dubious as to whether I want to use it to record, because I'm frightened that I'll just end up losing stuff.
Yeah.
And once you've done something, you can't take it apart to do it again. So. Sprue was saying he didn't know what camera he's got. Apparently, he's got a C525.
Logitech.
Yeah.
Well, if that was the one you were using the other night, it's brilliant quality on it.
There you go.
I only seen it briefly. I noticed me scaly model sticker on his cutting mat. That's how I knew it was him.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
One.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So, I mean, if you're seriously interested in doing streams, and even if you want to end up recording your videos as well, Mike's offered to do give you a hand in doing setups. So, and if you want, I mean, more than welcome to join one of my streams or Mike's streams one night. If you want to take the fancy, and see how you feel about it before you actually go sort of feet first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I went straight into doing live streams just because I was into lockdown.
Yeah.
So you know, but I did actually do a couple of sort of demos on Facebook, and recorded a demo on here on YouTube just to see how I felt. You know, and that went fine. Ian's saying, have you two done any research on new kit? What would be your blank check setups? Don't get me started on that, because if I was to have one kit that I really want, and that would be the 350 Reliant from Star Trek. And nobody's actually, well, apart from a resin kits, which are humongously expensive and then a pain in the backside to get right, because although the molding process is pretty good, the things come out warped, and then you've got to readjust everything, you know, and that can be a nightmare. And I've seen a couple of builds, and they do turn out all right, but I would love to actually be able to actually make and produce a proper plastic kit of a 350 Reliant. That's mine.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Going back a couple of years ago, I used to do a Saturday Night Live with another group, and Colin was in there, Fester, and Dave Barker and Scott, and there was a few of us that used to go in on the Saturday Night Live, and we had a birthday thing going where we all paid £10 a month, and then when your birthday came round, you got whatever they sent you. But we had a discussion one night what our Grail kit would be, similar to what Ian's asking now.
Yeah.
And I always wanted, I love the space shuttle and space. So my Grail kit was the 172 monogram shuttle, which apparently were like hen's teeth to get. And when it was my birthday, that was what they sent me, the 172 monogram space shuttle. So I bought all the resin extras for it, all the resin boosters and everything.
Oh, that was lovely.
And that's sat on top of my wardrobe at the moment, because it's one of those, it's a Grail kit, and do I start it?
Yeah.
Or do I hold on to it for a bit? So, but my other one would be the Titanic that Ted's doing at the moment, I suppose.
Yeah, got you. Ian meant to say video setups.
Oh, right.
But he said, but an interesting point nonetheless. No, if I suppose if I was to go 100% professional, I'd probably use a like a Canon DSLR, like I don't know, an EOS 1100 or 1200, whatever it is. I've got a 1000, an EOS 1000 DSLR, but it can't video on that. Or even connect it up to do a live stream, so that's disappointing, you know. But yeah, I'd probably use a proper DSLR setup, so you can change the lenses, and then have probably the proper LED sort of studio lights and such like. But I mean, what a setup I've got now, I don't think is is that bad. Now that I've got white sheets of card on the desk. The white balance and everything doesn't seem so bad, and the focusing it takes, I mean, the focusing is actually a lot quicker now as well, because it's not got that sort of green which tend to sort of mess things up. I don't know about everybody else, but
yeah,
that seemed to have sort of messed things up. But yeah, I think if I was to change anything, that'd just be moving, changing from a Logitech to possibly a DSLR setup, but that's about it, really.
Yeah, I asked Carl at Making Models, going back a good while ago now, what camera he used for his videos, which I've got, it's in my messages somewhere, but because he seems, when he says I'm just going to zoom in, you click and it zooms straight in on what he's doing. And I thought that's ideal for making YouTube videos, but I've never got around to buying one yet, but I will do. And I've often thought of getting the Yeti microphone rather than the Snowball.
Yeah.
Because you've got gain controls and what have you on there that you can can sort of adjust. But other than that, I mean, I'm happy I got the white light and I got extra lighting that I can have in from the side. LED. It's here somewhere. It's a round 10-inch round LED ring.
Yeah, yeah.
For side shots and stuff. But other than that, I'm perfectly happy with what I've got. You don't need high-end stuff to make YouTube videos.
No,
Obviously,
that's right. No, I mean, I think the what it shows more as anything is your editing skills, isn't it?
yeah.
You know, you can make a really good video just by editing alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's more important. You know, but I mean, I know my editing's still not the best, but you know, I try to sort of capture the flavour of what I've been doing. You know, rather than sort of having a 15-minute section of where, you know, I'm sort of like spraying the top half of a fuselage. I'd tend to speed it up.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to show the whole process, I wouldn't just do it in real time. I'd speed it up to 8, 12 times or whatever. So instead of being 15 minutes, it would be literally 2 minutes. You know, but then you still get the flavour of what you're doing. You know, I think that's more important than sort of just you know, what sort of tech you use, and you know, it's more the editing side, I think.
Well, that's what I've done with this boat I'm doing. I've done the first decal at normal speed, sticking the decal on, and then I went 6 times faster while I've done the rest for around the boat, and just played music over it, rather than just have me sitting there and having to cut it and say, right, you've seen one, I've done the lot, here you go.
Yeah,
but if you fast forward it, everybody sees that you can do it. And
that's right. And Ian is saying, I think I've seen Bandai do a Reliant kit with lighting. Was that one year after? I keep well, the one is a 350 scale, which if that was to be in scale with the Enterprise that I've got, it would need to be near enough, about just under 3 foot in length.
wow.
So it's a big kit. Yeah, because the Enterprise that I've got is actually just over. I think it's 38 inches long.
Yeah.
So that's just over 3 feet. So I mean that's a big old kit. And to have the Reliant at that same scale, well, I think I'd have to build an extension, which I don't think the council would be too happy because I live on the first floor flat. But it would need some serious display area. But yeah, that's that would be a Grail kit, I think. Yeah, if because I think if anybody could do it, it'd be Polar Lights, because they've done the 350 Enterprise, they've done the TOS Enterprise, they've now done the Klingon battle cruiser. I don't see why they haven't done the Reliant. Whether that's because they want people to get themselves worked up into a frenzy, but then I think if you do that for too long, the people just then get fed up with waiting and don't bother.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's I know. It's probably once it's done, it wouldn't be a Grail kit anymore, I suppose. So then you'd have to sort of think, go on to something else. But that's what I would like anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what we got? Andy's got mail. I think they're discussing still discussing logos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thick boy. And Ian's saying, just call it a window box. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a big window box. Yeah. But yeah, because obviously, I mean, if I was to actually do it as a display, it would have to be as the scene where the Reliant is coming in and the Enterprise is, they're actually ready to do battle, if you like, at the beginning of or in the middle of the film when you first saw the two ships together. So that would be at what, 8-9 foot long display at least.
God blimey.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's bad enough. The other one being, just in a case on its, on its own. It's takes up a big chunk. Let's just say that my Christmas tree lost its usual spot.
Yeah.
So, but there we go. And Sprue is saying 1350 AMT on Fleabag 125. That is not a bad price actually, because is that for the refit or is that for the TOS? Because some of the refits now they're going for ridiculous money. They're going 185, 195 quid.
Good
So
God.
that's not a bad price. I mean, when I bought mine, I got it lucky. Someone had just bought it and never bothered to make it, and that sat in the cupboard for years, and I got it for 75 quid.
Don't
know. But I put probably 3 times that into it with the electronics, the lights, the paint, and that's without the time, so yeah, lovely kit once it's been done, and it's lit up. I actually put it on at Christmas time, and I said, there you go. I say to the grandkids, I said, Granddad can't afford a Christmas tree, so he'll put his lights on. So I put the Enterprise on, but that'll entertain them. They just sit there and they love it, and they go, whoa,
yeah.
Because it's got the little flashies and it's got the little red glowing engines at the back, so yeah, that does like them. Right, and Sprue is saying, what's this? Kit number 8766. Let me just Google that. I'm going to. I'll be interested to see which one that is. Right, so AMT kit number. What was the number again? I've forgotten it now.
8766.
8766. 8766. Oh, that's the 1357 scale. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's the that's the one that's the same scale as the what they call now the Brickyard Enterprise, the one that used to be the Smoothie. That was the very first Enterprise refit I got when that came from the Star Trek the motion picture. That's the 357 scale, which is about 20 inches long. So yeah, so that's more durable. But yeah, that'd have to be, if I was to have a real Grail kit though, that would be the 350. Once they make a 350 scale one, that I would like. Right, so yeah, Mike, I've just realised.
Yeah.
You know that little thing in the top in the corner of the screen that says how many people you got watching?
Yeah.
And there's also a thing beside it that says live.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We've been going for 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Blimey days. That's flying by.
Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that great when you're having fun? And we've still got 13 people in. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, unless anybody, well, not that I'm trying to get rid of everybody, it's not closing time or anything like that. But no, that's all right, Dave. No, that's that's the 357. I've got a 357 that I'm trying to sort of take back to being a Smoothie by filling in all the ridiculously useless panel lines that they engraved in on it. And eventually I'll re-drill all the holes, because when I for the windows, because when I done it, it was not shall we say, not one of my best attempts. But if I can just chuck everything down on the floor, you just have to bear with me a second. But I do have. So I think I showed Mike and Dave this the other week what I was in the middle of doing, and yeah, here we go. Right, this is a part of the 1357, and you can see all the panel lines that had been added and scribed in. Hang on, let me just get this. There we go. So I've been smoothing it all out and then trying to rescribe the lines, the panel lines, and some of them weren't even in the right place. So I've had to rescribe, and I'm now just trying a new idea of filling in the windows, because you can see they're not all the same size. So that was my terrible excuses for drilling at the time, and this is the kit has been bashed about, and this is the one that actually got destroyed during the move. So I'm going to try and repair it, but I've been sanding the all the panels off. The top half here, you can still make out just roughly where the panels are. Look.
Yeah.
But it's getting there. I'm going to try this. I'm doing the saucer as well. Maybe get this all done properly, and I'm going to light it up so it's like the 3-foot Enterprise. But then if this works, then I might actually then get the 537 scale Reliant, which will go with this, and then have that as a diorama. But even then, that's still going to be maybe what, 4 foot long.
Cool, blimey.
So it's not going to be the world's smallest diorama. So, and the only other thing I was thinking of doing was maybe doing a forced perspective shot. Is where, if once I get this built, was to have this mounted in a sort of like in a box where probably wouldn't have all the kit, but you'd have 3/4 of the kit, like the saucer, the neck, one nacelle coming out this way, and possibly the actual strut this side, and maybe half of the nacelle on the other side, placed into a box, and then having because I've got a 3D printer, not a resin printer unfortunately, but just an ordinary FDM, but then having a small Reliant printed, and probably maybe about sort of 6 inches further away, it's they have a forced perspective.
Yeah.
But that's something that I might try, but it all depends on how this actually all goes down, whether I can get it to be nice and smooth, and I can drill the holes nice and cleanly, because this is ABS filament in here that I used off of the printer, melted down with some acetone into a jar, which is in here.
Yeah.
Looks like black paint, but it's not actually. And just put in the holes, put tape behind, let it set, and then see how it drills out. If it does, great. And then if it does, I can then use it on my Voyager, where I've messed a few windows up on that as well. So this really is the big experiment. But if it works, great. If it doesn't, I'm not really lost anything, because it's still a kit that's sort of in pieces. So there we go. Right, and 14 Kev still with me. Oh, well done. Kev's still there. And Sprue saying, here we go, boot out time. No, it's not boot out time just yet. I was just amazed that we've been going for so long, actually. 13 people and 2 likes. Now 13 people and 13 likes. Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, has anyone else got any questions? Because I felt that was really really good, that we had some actual proper modelling questions this time. Got to figure out what to do for dinner. Take care, guys, and see you later. Cheers, Paul. Let us know when you do get your mug. Just send us an email. Just let me know if it got there all right. And yeah, take care. But yeah, has anyone got any sort of modelling related questions that they want to ask? Or, well, it doesn't have to be modelling related, because there's not, but it's actually, we've been talking about live streams, haven't we? So so yeah, I mean, any questions that people think that me or Mike might be able to answer?
Scott's still here, but he needs to go to bed soon because he's work tomorrow.
Yeah, well, same here, mate. But yes, thanks for coming. So that's always great to have people in the chat. So I'm just trying to put stuff back so I don't get up there quickly and then just trip over myself. Right, that's that. Put the Magnum over there. Right, lovely. Yeah. So yeah. If anyone else has got any suggestions, I mean, obviously we'll be trying to do the stream theme again because I don't think no one's actually got it this week, have they?
No.
And to be honest with you, I only ever had one chance of actually trying to get anything at all. Terrible. So yeah, I think it's because we're sort of slightly off a balance this week, because we haven't got the third Amigo, I think. So yeah. Ian is saying, couldn't I use sprue glue to fill the holes? Well, yeah, there is that, but because I've got all this ABS, and I thought, well, ABS is supposed to be stronger than polystyrene in an extent to an extent, and it's also got a slight flexible quality where because I've done a few prints where to actually get the lines to disappear, you can do a lot of sanding, and it's a bugger to try and get off, which which means it's nice and tough. So I thought, well, if anything, that's going to be tougher than sprue glue. Is trying this ABS. If it doesn't, then yeah, obviously I'll use sprue glue, or the other suggestion is plastic rod.
Yeah.
But it's what I've got to hand, and I'm gonna I'll give it a try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, like I say, I've not really lost anything by it. I think if anything, my main concern is the struts and the nacelles, getting them to be mounted at the right sort of angle. I've got the 3 holes that I did actually try and sort of have lined up. We're using a metal coat hanger, cutting pieces and then using them as strengtheners. But whether there's something sort of has been warped over the time, having pressure on it or not, I don't know. But they just weren't sort of lining up properly as though I wanted them to. So we'll see. I'll never give up until it's blasted beyond redemption, and that'll just go straight in the bin afterwards. Right, another mouthful of water. Right, so I mean, yeah, if anyone else is okay, I think what we'll do is we will call it a night now. It's now getting on for nearly 25 past 10. So people are starting to sort of go bye-byes. So yeah, and so I think what we'll do is we'll call it a night. You got any last minute things to say, Mike? Or
no.
So happy days. Thanks everyone for coming. And I've just got a message coming up. What's going on here? Sarah Jane, I think, has just sent me some email, some pictures of the converted Lotus. Oh, lovely! I shall have a look at those in a minute. Oh wow, yeah, that's really good. Wow. Mm-hmm. Sarah, if you're still in the chat, Sarah, you have got a talent there. That is very, very good. I'm liking that. Very good. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, everyone, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike, for being with me, and Dave for trying ever so hard to try and get in. But yeah, that's one of those things. Good night, everybody. Be good. Take care. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Be good to each other. And if you can't, go out, go build a model. And I'll see you next week. Mike, you're up for it?
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah.
Lovely. And I'll say yes for Dave, even though he's not here.
Yeah.
Internet permitting. But yeah, that's fine. And now, Dave, yeah, if you want to speak to Mike about it, give him a PM. I'm sure he'll sort of help you guide you through the realms. But yes, thanks everyone for coming in. Night all, be good, and go build a model, and we'll see you all next week. Okay then, guys. Night, everybody. Night. Be good.